Hope everybody's doing okay. I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. Let's see what kind of messages Spirit has for us for the next few days. This will be for all people already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process. So the Cardinal tells me that there's some things that are a little bit out of balance. This could be your physical pleasures being a little bit out of balance with your spiritual pleasures. So maybe you're putting too much time and energy in one or the other type of energy. So maybe you're putting too much energy into your physical life and not enough into your spiritual life, or vice versa. So Spirit is asking you to find ways and means of fixing that balance. So one of the things that I'm also feeling with the Cardinal, though, is that some of you are receiving divine guidance or some sort of inspired ideas that are coming from deceased loved ones. This could also be your guidance team working through animals, but I feel in particular the Cardinal, which is usually one of the birds that people associate with deceased loved ones coming to visit them. So you may be receiving that as well. The Camel tells me that there's resources that you have yet to tap into. So some of you, Spirit is guiding you towards different books, audio books, movies, information that comes from sources that maybe you've not connected with yet, but this is information that is going to help you to move forward in some sort of direction. Spirit says that things may be a little bit serious right now, but one of the things that you're being asked to do is try to be more childlike, not take things so seriously, learn to laugh, learn to have some sort of play and pleasure within the things that you're trying to balance out at this time. Yes, yes, yes. I do feel the need for laughing and cutting up, so please do so. What other messages do you have for us, please? 144, guys. Look that up on Sacred Scribes. For all those who are already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process, please. What messages do you have for all those who are already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process? So we do have Gawasha, which is a message saying that, 202, guys, which is a message saying that there's some sort of illusions that are making you kind of steer away from some sort of path. This could be that, you know, you trusted in some resources that were given to you and moving in a certain direction. And then once you start moving in that direction, it didn't pan out exactly the way that you had hoped, or maybe things just aren't flowing as well as you thought that they would, or maybe they are flowing very well, but there's some sort of thought pattern that you have that is bringing up some sort of fears, doubts, or illusional type of thoughts. And Spirit is saying this is a time of clearing those type of energies. Again, you're learning to be more childlike, not take things too serious. This is an energy of learning to play and have fun. So in the midst of going through this ego death, so to speak, some of you may be going through, you're learning also that you have resources that are available to you that will help you to transform these energies into higher vibrating energies. Yes, yes, yes. We do have a 64 on this card, which represents balance as well as the angels working with you. Some of this could also be referring to abundance of money. However, I'm feeling this is more referring to balance. A collection of pixies is telling me that there's something that you're in need of trusting at this time. This is a calling, a purpose, a situation that you know, has been like very up close and personal. And what I mean by this is a situation that it's unavoidable. You've been hit in the face over and over and over again with it. For me, it's doing healing. It's getting out and doing things that have to do with healing, whether it means going to somebody's house and doing it, getting in a group with people, going to and having spiritual retreats. I'm starting to get ideas together, or have been since I talked with Rhonda about having a spiritual camp out. So there's a lot of things that are in my face at this time, but also I have fears, doubts, and insecurities from past things that keep coming to the surface that I am working through. So this is the ego death that I'm referring to for myself anyway. It's going to look different for everybody. But what I am feeling is Spirit is asking you to trust in the feelings that you have. Those feelings of passion, joy, peace, contentment, anything that has to do with peace of mind in this situation is what this is referring to. So it seems like there's a lot of back and forth type of energy, with feeling really like things are flowing one minute, then feeling like maybe you're too much into your insecurities, doubts, and fears, and that's helping you to not be as trustworthy or trusting in the energies that you're receiving. So Lascuna tells me that there's some hidden information, lost treasures. There's something that has been held back a little bit for a while. So just for my example, it's me doing healing. Okay. I do healing on my clients and stuff, but there's more to what I'm doing than what I'm actually doing. So what Spirit is saying is that, this is a time of me tapping into those resources. Tapping into those resources, whether it be a part of me that's attached to the Akashic Record, some information that I need, or maybe this is going back to some past type of energy and seeing things that worked for me and the things that didn't work for me, and then moving accordingly. 515, guys. Look that up on Sacred Scribes. But it's about getting back into the resources that were originally given to you, the things that worked for you, and then taking those and moving in that direction accordingly. But I do feel like this is a time of, even though there's a little bit of things off balance, it's really this balance is happening so that things can become more in balance. So make sure that you're following the direction that is giving to you. I do feel like there's a little bit of perspective change, or maybe even some of your thoughts are being organized, so to speak. So you're really kind of categorizing them and saying like, look, this is no longer needed. I'm going to quit thinking like this. I'm going to do whatever it takes to transform this type of energy. Arvel Perot is talking about things coming back to you. This could be a sense of like confidence. I also feel something to do with responsibility. So maybe some of you are coming into this energy of feeling like you're responsible for some sort of energy, and it's now time to do something with that responsibility. So there's a lot of passion that's probably starting to burn inside you that's making you want to move forward. There's blocks that's being cleared at this time that also have to do with speaking your truth into existence, or either standing up for yourself for some of you. But I feel like many of you, this is just communicating your wants, needs, and desires to the universe, and doing whatever it takes to take the suggestions, the intuitive guidance, using your discernment of spirit to go in that direction. 643, I was told to tell you guys. So look that up on Sacred Scribes as well. But communication is going to be, communication blocks or barriers is going to be a thing in the past. 5656. Some of you are starting to see that these communication barriers are being lifted. Some of these are with other people, but some of these just being a block that has been there that's keeping you from sharing information with others, from putting yourself fully into a purpose or a calling that has to do with sharing information with others or what have you. But I just feel like your voice is starting to be activated. You're starting to be able to share your truth, whatever your truth is. For some of you, this truth has to do with a calling, a spiritual purpose, a spiritual calling. I was told to read the bottom, which is another card that came out a couple days ago. This is the Poop, which is talking about seeing the good and the bad and the bad and the good. This is about understanding that, when seemingly bad things happen, it's usually just the universe's way of removing something from your life that no longer resonates with you or is no longer needed, or just so that something better can be put in its place. So for many of you, this is a time of seeing those things in action and seeing exactly how the universe rearranges things for you or what have you. Which cards do I go to? Thank you. What other messages do you have for us, please, for the next few days? For all those who are already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process, please. What messages do you have? 808, guys. Look that up as well on Sacred Scribes. So Ariel tells me that some of you are developing some of your psychic gifts, psychic talents, whatever you want to call it. This is those spiritual aspects of you that have become reawakened. Some of the dormant DNA that had been there is now starting to be reawakened due to the trusting in the process, due to tapping into resources that maybe you had before that worked for you or what have you, and it's reawakening these aspects of you. Now, some of you could have had some of these psychic gifts or talents kind of go to sleep for a little bit because you wasn't putting time and energy into a certain calling, a purpose, or what have you. I feel like many of us have like energy going across our shoulders that is painful, maybe even in our necks, down our arms and our hands and our feet. And this is all due, okay, they're saying even in our chest, this is all due to a purpose or a calling not being fulfilled. Now, hear me out. Spirit is saying some of you that have not put enough time and energy into this calling or this purpose, you have kind of bottled back up that energy back into your heart. There was energy that was flowing, that was giving you purpose, that was giving you, this, understanding of what you're needing to do. And because you haven't done that yet, or maybe not done it enough yet, Spirit is saying that this energy is kind of like collecting back in your heart, and it's causing a little bit of pain. And the pain is coming because this is something that you're meant to do. This is a divine calling, something that is a fated or destined type of situation. And Spirit's like, when you don't do what Spirit needs you to do, or what you have been asking for this whole entire time, then that energy goes right back into your heart. And it's like, it kind of does the opposite of what it was doing before. It made you feel good and passionate and made you have to look at some of your deepest insecurities or what have you. 1001. But now that this energy has been built back up, it's like kind of restarting this type of energy. We're getting it back up to the surface. We're allowing this purpose to be felt again. This time though, instead of pushing this purpose or calling away or situation, whatever it may be for you, you're going to put time and energy into it. And that passion that's inside the heart that's causing this pain in the shoulders and the arms and the feet is going to be cleared or either released to where that passion becomes even more like amped up or a vibrant type of connection, and you no longer let those fears, doubts, or insecurities hold you back. I keep getting a message, and this is probably a message for everybody because it's coming to me now, but the 15th and 16th of May is going to be very life-changing for some of you. It's going to be a pretty big pivotal moment for a lot of us. So Vanessa says that there's a decision that we need to make. There may be a lot of indecisive type of energy. This could be about going in a certain direction in a relationship or in a connection with your spiritual gifts or, reawakening something. Some of you may be deciding like, I don't really want to put time and energy into this spiritual connection, this person, this what have you. Because of every time I do, the fears, doubts, and insecurities come, it shuts this down, and I just end up feeling more like a piece of shit or like I'm unworthy or like I'm failing at something. And Spirit's like, this is all part of the process. So what is bringing you closer to the things that you dream, wish for, desire? It's not just about your spiritual life, but is there a certain money amount that you want to make? Is there a certain type of home that you want? Is there a certain type of connection that you wish for and dream for with other people or something? These are all things that are coming back to the surface, and Spirit is asking you to clear out those energies that are no longer pushing you towards that in which you desire, but taking you away from that in which you desire. So trusting in the process is a really big part right now. Yes, yes, yes. Opal tells me that some of you are a little bit worried about your children. This could be the children that are living here on earth at this time, or maybe you have something that's coming up from a child that may be deceased and you're clearing energies that has to do with that. But either way it goes, Spirit is saying that your children are well cared for and loved by God and the angels. There is nothing that you need to worry about. They will be taken care of whether they're dead or alive here on this earth with us or no longer in the physical plane. It doesn't really matter. Spirit is saying your children are safe and protected through all kinds of issues that may be happening at this time. Yes, yes, yes. This is really for a parent who is struggling with finding some sort of balance between their physical life, being a mother, taking care of their children, or being a father and taking care of their home and children versus, do I put more time and energy into my spiritual life or what have you? But Spirit is saying, find time for both. So we do have a star, which is telling me to reach for your dreams and desires without any kind of compromise. This means don't take no for an answer or push through the insecurities, the doubts, the fears, any kind of bullshit that may be coming your way or what have you. For some of you, this is about speaking your reality into existence. There's a lot to do with manifestation and staying positive and using your words to manifest. Yes, yes, yes. I keep seeing a lot of blue, so there may be a lot of communication that's having to happen at this time. I'm getting a lot of, not these. Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. What other messages do you have? So we do have the Tower, which represents just that, tower moments. This is times when you feel like God isn't answering you, like things just aren't flowing. Your car's breaking down, things are going on in your house or in your family. It just seems like everything around you is a little bit chaotic, even though there was flow before. But what Spirit is saying is, it's not that you're being taken out of flow. There's just things that are being removed so that you can be back in alignment with what you truly desire. So endings and conclusions, new beginnings, new cycles, feeling like there's some trickster energy around you, feeling like the universe is pranking you, feeling like everything and anything, 1411, is going wrong, and there's a lot of chaos and confusion. But at the same time, Spirit's saying there is plenty to be grateful for, plenty to laugh about, plenty to be excited over. So, it's not just that things are just seemingly bad, it's that things are seemingly bad so that they can rearrange and make things better for you. There is purpose behind everything that's happening right now. Yes, 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 they're saying. So we do have the pig, which is talking about phenomenal luck. This is an energy of things turning around for the better, things seemingly just shifting when you least expect it. We do have another 10. So we have 10, 10, and then 10. And then we have number 3, which tells me that there's abundance coming in some sort of area. This could be abundance of time. For some of you, this is food. I'm hearing that some of you have been struggling with buying food and food. There's something about something changing with food. And I also have double 3s right next to that. So 3, 3, 3, guys. But there's something about food sources changing, people paying attention to that. Even some sort of change or something that has to do with food sources. So I don't know exactly what Spirit is trying to say, but I feel like this is just for certain people. Anyhow, we do have the Sun, which is talking about some answers coming. I don't know why I got that with this, but I'm feeling like answers are coming. If you've been asking questions, Spirit hasn't been really giving you the answer to it, or you just feel like, you know, you're not getting exactly what you need to be able to move forward in a certain direction, then know that the dark side is going to be coming to the light. The Sun is going to represent some sort of illumination or some sort of path being lit for you. Yes, 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 they're saying. Not these. Which cards? Thank you. So we do have cracked open. So some of you are going through a whole new stage in your awakening journey. So you've probably went through multiple times of ego death, multiple times of awakening to different aspects of your life that needed to be awakened. But some of you are now in this energy of being reawakened. You know, some of you have let some of these psychic gifts, psychic abilities kind of become dormant, or if they're not completely dormant, they're not as developed as they used to be or something like that. Or there's just an aspect of you that Spirit is saying, you know, we're going to open back up. We're going to let you see how powerful you are. And there's something about an energy of independence or becoming more independent. And I feel like that's exactly what Spirit is saying to all of us, that even if you feel like you're being cracked wide open, it's just because there's a purpose of taking you to the next level. Moving up the spiritual ladder, so to speak, is what I'm getting. Yes, yes, yes. I was told to get one of these cards. So the Nine of Swords is talking about pushing through, persevering, not taking no for an answer. We got that a little bit ago. I do feel like there's a little bit of back and forth with the emotions, sometimes feeling really, really, really happy. 1711, sometimes feeling really sad and up in your emotions, not knowing exactly what to do with this. But I'm feeling just this energy of trusting things, just going with your discernment of Spirit and trusting things. Because a lot of times our discernment of Spirit is just completely accurate. So if you go with what the discernment is saying, then you're going to be going in the right direction. But I feel like balance is really, really needed right now in physical and spiritual pursuits. Yes, yes, yes. Let me get some I am affirmations. I didn't get those yet. I forgot all about it. I am respect. I am grateful for my ascension symptoms and the transformation that comes with them. I am encouraging and friendly. And I was told one more today, so I'm going to get it. I am balanced. So the balance is coming, guys. Just push through it. Third eye chakra. Wisdom, insight, spiritual connection is deepening. I am awareness. My clairvoyant abilities are developing. I am telepathic. And root chakra, foundations for life, security, stability, and feeling grounded, able to withstand challenges. I hope that you guys got something out of this reading. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing if you did get something out of it. Maybe just a heart, a comment. It doesn't really matter. Any of those things help me to get into the algorithm so that these videos are shared with more people and I can help more people to evolve. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay blessed. Much love. Bye.